It's not like the former president doesn't have his vulnerabilities, James. You and I have spoken about them for many, many months, for years, in fact. And you just think, would another Democratic candidate be, well, they would be. It's not hard to guess. Would a Newsom or another candidate be more effective, Buttigieg, someone else, than the incumbent? I want to play a little bit of an exchange where the president did try to focus on a little of the former president's record.
How many billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties for molesting a woman in public, for doing a whole range of things, of having sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant? I mean, what are you talking about? You have the morals of an alley cat.
Give you a minute, sir.
I didn't have sex with a porn star, number one. Number two, that was a case that was started and moved. They moved a high-ranking official, a DOJ, into the Manhattan DA's office to start that case. That case is going to be appealed and won.
James Morrow, this should have been a format that would have played to Joe Biden's strengths, but it clearly didn't benefit him.
Well, no, I mean, it was pretty unbelievable because I was saying, and I think everybody was saying, the field had been tilted so much in favor of Biden, and they were going to do everything they could to drag him across the line. And I think Joe Biden failed the test there. I thought, though, that Donald Trump there, when Joe Biden got very nasty and personal there, kind of missed a bit of an opportunity there because there'd been a lot of speech and talk around the debate at that moment about, the question of retribution. And so many of these cases, Alvin Bragg and bringing the case in Manhattan and elsewhere, these are cases against Donald Trump that are absolutely about retribution for essentially his crime of beating Hillary Clinton in 2016 when she was supposed to be the president. And I think he could have sharpened that attack a bit more. I think Joe Biden absolutely failed this debate. I mean, he comes out with an absolute F, maybe a D- to be charitable. But I think that Donald Trump missed a few opportunities to sharpen his attacks. And I think also by about the last third of the debate, he was kind of not answering the questions and just sort of repeating his own talking points, which I think probably caused a few voters to turn off.
Yeah, indeed. It's a good point. He certainly wasn't flawless, the former president, Annalise. And you got the sense Joe Biden did improve a little, but it was from a really low base to begin with.
Yeah, and even towards the end when he's asked about his age impacting his performance, he just completely did not answer the question. And I was surprised that Trump wasn't picking up on that more and lobbing more of that back at him. And so that goes to show that there was a very clear strategy on the Trump side to just let this play out in a way that we don't get to see. Because don't forget, this is in the context of a president who does the least media of any modern day president. He doesn't do the same number of interviews, he doesn't do the same number of press conferences, and we don't get to see as much of him speaking off auto cue as anyone since, frankly, the 1980s. So this is one of the rare opportunities we do get to see an unfiltered version. And the fact Donald Trump was smart enough to step back and just let that play out shows that he's got the strategy, he's got the long-term plan, and this should be a huge wake-up call for the Democrats.